How is it going, YouTube? So today we're building a PC. We're building with the Height X50 Airflow PC, which, as I see, it's amazing. I did some putting together off camera. I put the motherboard and the CPU and the CPU cooler in. I got the Arctic CPU cooler. 360. I took the fans off of it because this was from my old build. I have a Core i9 13 Gen 13900. So like it's really good. It's a really good PC. I got the 5070 right here. A beautiful specimen right here. Here, I'm gonna do close. This thing is amazing. It's the Gigabyte, I think it Aero. It is phenomenal. We got the 790 Rockstrix 790 760-A gaming Wi-Fi. Really good motherboard. And then we got one Artist fan. This was from my old build. We're using that for the back of the case. So right back here, I'll put that in right here. And then we got 9 of these Daisy Link chain fans. We got 9 of these to put into this beast of a system. Alright, so let's get started. I also forgot to show, we got white zip ties so we can clean up the back of our PC setup. We are going to do cable management and make sure everything looks neat, and then we'll tidy up my desk and all that. But these are actually pretty cool. I got these on Amazon. Okay, what we're going to start with is the fans. We're going to put them in the system and get them in. Don't mind the mess because be panning over that way with the camera on top of the system. Don't mind the mess because we are in the process of moving. So yeah, let's get into putting these bad boys in the system. First off, we're gonna put the fans on the CPU cooler. So let's get to that. For the CPU cooler, I'm gonna run this down and around the back. Or I could probably find a way to run this somewhere where it's not gonna get in the way. But we gotta get this. We gotta get this up here, right here. We can run it through right here. Hopefully it looks good. Yes, I'm mixed matching what is it? I'm mismatching RAMs just because there's no harm in mismatching. So that goes there. Probably tighten that up and figure out how I'm gonna, because I don't want to go across the board and this is not long enough. I might have to go across the board. That is going to be real. I'll show you. We can go up here. We're gonna go right through there. And okay. Hopefully that doesn't look too too trashy. To the, where is it? We gotta plug it in down here. Right there. Over here you'll see a thing, and I'll show you guys when I go to plug it in. For AIO fans, or whatever they are. There we go. It's not the prettiest, but it's out of the way, and we'll zip tie these together. Here. We'll show where we place the one thing. So there's pins right here, 3-cord pins. And we'll unplug that just to show you. Focus. You got 3-cord pins, and then you just plug that in right there. And we ran it from here all the way under just to put it in there. So it's good. All right. So these fans go outwards, so it goes this way. So putting them on goes downwards inside here, and this whole thing comes out. This whole thing supposedly does come out, but I don't feel like taking them out, so we're just gonna go like that. And yeah, get these on there. And this piece right here is just magnetic. It just clips on, which is amazing. So these right here, you can actually get out if you unscrew this and all that. But I don't feel like doing that. I feel lazy. So we're just going to go ahead and put it in like this. So we kind of screwed up when putting these bad boys on. Forgot to attach this thing. Rookie mistake. And then we'll run that to the back. So we're gonna fix our mistake real quick, and run that to the back. Okay, now it's the front part turn. We're gonna go ahead and connect these. So I put this somewhere in the middle just because it gives us room at the bottom, and I feel like if we put it too much at the bottom, it'll look weird, and if we put too much at the top, it'll also look weird. So putting it somewhere in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna feed 2 cables through the back. We're gonna do some cable management back here. Cut that cable there. Fix it. And I'll show you the cable management in the back after I'm done getting it set up. But we'll feed it through here. No, we'll feed it through here. So we'll plug in these two in. So let's feed that through. Let's get these. I need to be. I got Velcro on the back, so that's really nice. Doesn't go there. It's this one and this one. Remove those two. I'm gonna feed these in here. Which one goes left? Okay. And then there. These we fed through there. We'll get Velcro them. Actually, we'll plug them in, and then we'll Velcro them. So this one, if you can see, there's a ridge right here. There's a ridge on this side. So this one will go in like this. You hear that click? That means that's in. Now this one goes right in like that. Hear that click? That means it's in. Alright. Now to move on to the power supply. Actually, I forgot 2 parts. The F panel and the HD audio, which will go where the bottom is on these. This is the F panel, and then HD audio right here. So let's feed that through to the other underside. There we go. And then There's one. Then there's two. Okay, let's plug those in. Yes, we're plugging them in, standing up, just because we can. Okay, this is the F panel. If you guys can see, there's one missing at the end there. This goes right here, because there's one missing at the end there for the F panel. So, plug that in. Right there, if we can get it. Oh. Hold on just a second. Okay, make sure we're doing this right. Okay, so it'll be right there. Oh. Huh. I think I got them mixed up. Yep, I got them mixed up. Alright, this one goes here. This one, the HDR audio, will go right beside it. There we go. Alright, so those are connected. We'll move on to the power supply. So for the power supply, we went with GameMax 1300 watts, 80 plus platinum. So it's a really good one. We went with white because the cables are white inside this. The cables are white inside this. So it's fantastic. I'll show you the cables real quick. The cables are white for our all-white build. This thing is gonna look great. Now I wish they had a white cord for it, but we'll make do with what we got. So the PSU, the power supply unit, will go in here. What we're going to do is install it here, and then we're going to plug in the cords and run it back to it so we can get them to where they need to be, so we have a lot more cable management. And it comes with PSU, but I don't know if we want to use the ones that came with the case, because I don't know if they'll be nice enough, but I can't seem to find them at the moment, so I guess we're going to use this. This is going to be amazing. All right. So make sure we put them in correctly. I got this one because it got the 12 volt connector, and that's what we need for our 5070 Ti. So let's place that in. Also, we got it in upside down. We want the fan going down because there's no airflow up top, and the fan hole is, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll show it on the other side, but you'll see the fan hole right here. So we'll just go ahead and do that. So right now I'm doing a star pattern just because it helps it get it flush so it's not wiggly. Alright, with that done, let's go to the front, plug everything in, run it to the back, and get everything cable management up to the PSU. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to reroute the CPU fans to where they need to go onto the motherboard. So let's go ahead and do that. And that's for that. Go ahead and so what I did is in the back I combined both of them to get the two into one. Hopefully it works correctly. I'm not too sure if it will, but if it does, we are set. But let's go ahead and hook up all the rest of these wires to go to where they need to go. So we're going to plug them into the motherboard and run them back to the PSU, so we're able to get that like cable manage as we're going. CPU fan for the CPU, it goes here. Make sure it clicks when you go to do it. I got it running to the back, and we'll get these all cable management up to make sure it's good. We also got another one that I split so we can plug into the other side. Once again, until you hear that click. And we'll cable management as soon as we're done with this. Now for this, you want to make sure you got your ATX power cord. This is what powers your motherboard. So this will go in like that into this slot right there. If we can zoom in, I will show you. Right there. So let me focus. Right there. That power slot right there. Let's get a different angle on this so I can show you me plugging it in. This one, same thing. Make sure it's flush and you hear that click. I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but it's flush with that connector. It is good. And now it's good to set up to the PSU. Okay. Move to the front here. Move down. So this cord, this is a 600 watt, the 12 volts power connector for like the 50 series GPUs, which are amazing. And that will go, I'll plug in here. So I'll show you with the GPU. So that will plug in to this hole right here. This will plug in there. And this will go directly in there. I will be moving the second and third slot. Also, if you guys want to get into this and just watch this video, or like I'm up to you guys wanting like PC builds, I will build you guys a PC if you guys actually want to. But we're gonna do this down below. Make sure they're both the same, so it doesn't matter which one you send up through, but go up through just like that. And then this end, if you can see it, this end will plug into your GPU when you have it plugged in. So let's go ahead and switch to the back. So for the sake of this video, for this case, we're gonna do it upside down. But normally your PSU will be like this, but since the hole's in the bottom on the top of the fan, we got to point this down. So normally it will be down like this, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and show you how to plug each and every single one of these in, and then we'll do some cable management. So if you see on these, like they're labeled. I don't know if you can see that in the picture. Since I got the flash on, we'll turn the flash off. But you'll see CPU, PCIe, PCIe, 12 volts. So this right here, this right here is for your GPU. If you have a 50 series, they come with a 12 volts cord, and then you got your SATA right here, and then you got your main board. So you'll plug in. So I'll show you. So the main board are these cords right here. So that's what's plugged, the long cord that's plugged into your, your motherboard. So we'll go ahead, I don't think we'll be able to clip these together, but bring this in closer. And once again, you want to make sure you hear that click when you do it. Same with the other side. Hear that click when you do it. And now your motherboard's plugged into this. Now we're going to go ahead and cable manage this real quick with the ones that we got. We got these ones. I'm going to go ahead. We got 2 of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and wrap these up, and then we'll connect them once we go on. But right now we're just gonna connect these right now, and then we'll add more zip ties as we go on to like get them closer to each other. But like that, zip tie. The other side, grab the other one because we don't want any loose ends, because at that point it'll just be disgusting, and we don't want a disgusting PC build. We want an absolute amazing PC build, so we're gonna cable manage as much as possible. Take the scissors, cut off the unwanted loose ends, and then plug this in. This is the CPU for the CPU, so plug that in. We'll plug it into the first slot, and then grab the other one, which is connected together. The reason why the other one's split apart is because we had to only use one on the other side, and plug that into the second part. Same with your so this is the 12 volt I was talking about. That goes right there. Make sure you hear that click. And then if you could see, most of these are leveled. They're leveled, they're in, let me move that cord. They're in, leveled, and they're flush with the PSU. Okay. So now that we got all that in, let's go ahead and put the PSU back in the top part and do some cable management. Okay, we're going to put these cords. So this one, since this is right here, I'm going to go ahead and bring it over here. We're going to zip tie them right there. We're going to get small zip ties, or where to put them. They should be somewhere after I find them. So to get this through, I normally bend it. So when I put it in, it has enough of an angle to get through. We're going to put this here as well, since we got it down through. And then tighten these. And then this goes up through there. We'll bring this down a little bit and give it a little slack. So that'll be up front and it'll plug into the front. Let me double check to make sure it's good up front. Make sure I have enough slack to get in a PSU. By the looks of it, looks like I don't. So, gonna cut this cord. Not the cord, but zip tie. Try to figure out an alternate so we can get this to the motherboard with it looking good as well. Because I wonder if I need to go down with it. Or if it would reach. And I don't think it will reach. So I'm gonna find an alternate. And we're gonna go through here so it can plug in. Oh, cord's way too short. It's way too short. This might be a little problem. But something we can probably solve. So it will pretty much probably look ugly with it going through the top and I don't like that. We'll worry about that when that time comes for that. We'll figure out a spot to plug that into because the cord is fairly short, sadly. But we'll find an alternate route for that if I have to go somewhere else. But all right, let's get back to cable management. Let's put that out of the way. So these are good. We got that. So we got that zip tied. Probably gonna go right along there, and similar with that one. Go down here. I'll go right here and zip tie it. I'm wasting a lot of zip ties. Don't know why I didn't wait to zip tie. Cut that. Take that out. And let's get this on here. We got a ton of zip ties, so like it really, in all reality, if we need to, like that, we gotta bend it again. And then go up through, and then get that, zip tie it to that. So it'll be zip tied there, and then there. So it'll look fantastic on the back. Hopefully. Hopefully. Zip tie. Once again, gotta bend it. And then go down through. Because now you can zip tie these together. And I got it backwards, but that's an easy fix. Get that right there. And zip tie that to that. Now that looks beautiful. And then we'll do one more right where we had that other one that we had to cut. So, again, bend it. Stick it through, and we gotta flip it. Kick the camera. And then we gotta flip it again. Because I keep messing up. Okay, let's get it through. Get that piece. And then zip tie that through. And voila. It's mostly good. Cut off the excess. And then that looks beautiful. And we'll go ahead, take these off. Not take them off, but I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie that right there, along with that one. Now you could use these straps, but I don't want to cut them because they're really neat straps. So it's like, why would I cut them? But you could quite possibly cut them down to size if you wanted to make them easier. But if you have enough zip ties, just use zip ties. Zip tie this. Oh, went flying for a second. I gotta redo it because I put it on backwards. And now, so zip tie this closer. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and zip tie these to that. Can't go wrong with a bunch of zip ties. Yes, you can. There's such thing as too many zip ties? Oh, no, I don't think there's such thing as too many zip ties. Okay. I bent that one way too much. Way too much. For some reason. and you will struggle, as I am. Or you might not, who knows? There you go. Cable management. I don't think that looks too bad. You guys can negotiate with me and be like, hey, that looks terrible. But hey, I think that's the best thing I've done. Okay? Okay. Now we're gonna switch to putting in the GPU and running that cord and making sure it's correct. Now for the GPU, I laid it on its side so you can click it in much better. Because if not, standing up is ridiculous on putting the GPU in. And I got a kickstand. Hopefully, I'm gonna need to take it off and grab the other one. So let's take this off and figure out. Let's take this off here and figure out where to put this so it doesn't look ridiculous. And we can move it forward a little bit so it fits in that little crevice, this little crevice right here, because there's a little crevice where the kickstand can fit in. But I'm gonna need to figure out the kickstand for the GPU. But for now, go ahead and we got to take out the. Can't forget those pieces. Wait, let's line it up. It's gonna be these three. And let's line it up again. Yeah, those three. So let's take out those three. And when I say this GPU is a masterpiece. It is amazing. I have no problems with it. Runs every single game on high, and it's really amazing. Taking all three of these out. These are cool. A cool fan design, or not fan design, but a cool covers for the GPU slot. They're pretty freaking cool. Now let's put this bad boy in. Make sure it's on the slot. And that will work. We are caught in the back. We want to take these things out for these things, because they're getting caught on that. Now let's put it in, and then we'll continue. I have them in because dust sucks. Okay. Now all we do is push down. I think I already heard a click. I got a easy relief valve. If you can see it, easy relief valve right here, which comes very much in handy when it comes to that. Okay, so it's in. I'm going to go ahead and tighten this down. And figure out how to put a stand in so we can, because I don't think we'll figure out a way. We will figure out a way, because that unsupported is not ideal for this GPU. But let's get this in. Let's tighten the screws on the side here. Let me scoot it over a little bit so you guys can see. There's screws on the side. And that is amazing. This is the part I hate most of all, because let's make sure it's in. Right there. It's perfect. Alright. Well, I am going to find the rest of the piece and I will be back. Okay, so we got the GPU in. We got the I didn't have a shorter one, so we have that right there, the support for the GPU. And then we're gonna find out, I think I'm gonna run it through here up and plug it in here, because I feel like that would be the best looking until I get the other cord, and then I'll do a video on me installing that other cord so you guys can see it. But I will cut to when it is hooked up and it is running, and I'll show you how to hook it up and plug in the stuff to make sure it's running perfectly. And when you get to this point, so I went ahead, plugged in my HDMI and my cords, my keyboard, and my mouse. I have an Elgato, so that's why that's plugged in. But I normally use DisplayPort. DisplayPort is way better than all the others. But we're gonna go ahead, plug that in. Alright, it's plugged in, and now we're gonna plug it into the outlet. We'll plug it in the outlet, power it on, and I will get back to you now that we have it all connected up. Go ahead and press that. Okay. And press the button. Nothing happens. Alright, we troubleshot it. I was pressing the wrong thing on here. Zoom it in. I was pressing the wrong thing and was wondering why it wasn't working. But now it's working. I'm going to figure out why the RGB is not working. But, and all that, we really don't need RGB. Should all be plugged in correctly. Because I got the RGB in the back. I think I know why. I forgot one cord. But, other than that, is amazing. We're gonna. So I do want to apologize, because when putting this together, I realized I put the fans in upside down. They're supposed to be blown out. But I'm going to troubleshoot one of two things. We're going to flip these fans, and we're going to make sure, see why the RGB is not working on this. But once we figure that out, we will be back. Alright guys, so I got the RGB working. I ended up, there's a extra cord that I ended up plugging in that goes to the PSU. That's Aura Sync, which is amazing. It helped this build get its color back. So, yeah, that is perfect. So I hope you guys liked that video. It took me a long time to edit and all that, and to put the effort and time into building the PC. I very much appreciate it if you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Comment down below what I should do next, or like what you want to see later on in my channel. If it's videos, recording, any of that. Right now, we did it. We did it. It looks so good, but catch you in the next video. Goodbye.